These are times when we only have to look onto social media. Bingo, we're triggered. To be able to find out a piece of news, and again, we go off kilter just like that. It is so easy to lose touch with ourselves at the moment, to lose touch with what we love to do, who we are. And with this ground shifting constantly every day, it is super easy to feel ungrounded. Now, there's also that proverbial feeling bored, feeling bleh, looking outside for stimulation, and for whatever reasons, it's not there. Something to push that green button into the go zone again for us. And what the heck is that? Where is it? So to be able to wave a magic wand would be everything, right? However, it's exactly right now when we need to fall back into ourselves. It's super timely to get back in touch with what fuels you and I, what has us feeling whole again for today. This is a daily thing. I want to shine a light here with something very simple. It takes courage, it takes determination, it takes being open and willing to feel whole again on the inside as much as you and I can go there. So here we go. There are 3 parts to this, so stay with me. So part 1, this concept I picked up from a mentor back in my earlier years, Debbie Ford from the US. I had great amount of respect and time and energy for the work that Debbie pulled out. One of the beautiful books that she wrote was called The Right Questions. And I was thinking to myself, if I ever need to write a book, that's the one book I do not need to write. She did such a brilliant job with it. Now, each of us has an internal flame. I'm just going to put this flame in that sits in right in down here. And this is the keeper of our life energy. Every choice that we make throughout every single day, so every choice today that you have made either adds to this energy, making it stronger, igniting and feeding the flame, or it diminishes that force, dampening the internal flame, reducing its power down to a candle. Now, when our internal flame roars, we feel strong, powerful, and confident. We have the strength and courage to speak truthfully and the humility and clarity to ask for what we need. A healthy flame also fills our minds with vision and inspiration and gives us the stamina to go after our dreams. And when we nurture this internal fire within, we see with great clarity and we act with undeviating focus. Now, when our flames are low, they diminish to a candle. We are vulnerable, we feel frail, we feel weak, we feel scared and apprehensive, and we are filled with worry and with self-doubt. When our flames have not been cared for and fed, we hunger for things outside of us to make us feel better. We hold back on communication. We fear we're not worthy of approval, of love and happiness. When our flames are low, we are also skeptical and cynical. We worry that others will want something from us and we fear that we have so little to give. When these flames are weak, we don't have the defenses on the inside to fight off the disease, the doubt, the worry, the fear, the addiction, the criticism. When the flames are low, we look to others to feed our fires because we haven't fed ourselves enough on the inside. I'm talking about the feeding that goes on when we are a strong flame. This weak fire inside is needy and it falls prey to ongoing negative dialogue that just constantly fills our minds. Now, for every choice we make throughout the day, this is what dims our light. I'm reading from a list here. You will also find this list on a PDF and attachment as well here. When we are around people who criticize us, when we can't see our own magnificence, when we've got those shoulds going on, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, when we've got the have to's, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do something else, the perceived obligations, the trying to be nice, the trying to get others' approval, the gossiping, the not caring about others' feelings, comparing ourselves to others, judging ourselves, judging others, living in fear. This all reduces our flame. Withholding success from ourselves, thinking that others are better, comparing, giving our power away right, left, and center. And folk, when I say giving our power away, people don't want our power, and yet somehow, as human beings, we give it away right, left, and center. All the overs, the overspending, the overeating, the overindulging, the overexhausting ourselves, trying to be someone we're not setting strong boundaries, withholding acknowledgement and love from ourselves, ignoring our inner voice. You get the drift of what I'm going on with here. And now to all those choices that make this fire roar. Let's have a look at these. Having empathy for others, having empathy for ourselves, taking that time out for ourselves, even if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it needs to be, we will find that time. Noticing what I have done well and acknowledging myself, not waiting for others, being able to rest, being able to have fun, play, exercise, eat well. No, you and I know what fuels us, and what fuels me is going to be different for what fuels you. However, we need that fuel gauge as high for as long as we can every day. I've got down here doing what's in the best interest for me and for my community, for my tribe, being honest with myself, being honest with others, paying my bills on time, being intimate with those that I love, doing some voluntary work somewhere, often being of service, helps us gain our equilibrium again. Telling others how much they mean to us, looking for what's good, looking for what's right. There is such a big difference there than when our flame is low and we're looking for what's wrong. So looking for what's good, looking for what's right, doing a job well, to the best of our ability. Even if we've made mistakes, we've learned from them. What a great day that is. Being able to create a powerful support system, speaking our truth, saying no when we need to say no, saying yes when we need to say yes, and not saying yes in order to get others' love and approval. Being able to make choices that are consistent with where I want to go, forgiving myself, forgiving others, taking responsibility. This list is huge, and you'll get to see that you'll know what you need to concentrate on to lift the quality of your flame. Now, simply choose one. And even if that one thing is not on that list, I heard recently that going out to fish increase the quality of flame. I'm talking about fishing. You know, I like throwing the reel out and winding in the fish for supper. I simply want for this to be speaking to you if you're in a job you don't enjoy. If you're, when you go back home, what do you do to fuel that flame at home? For those of you who have left your jobs with the mandates, what fuels your flame, and go from there? Just one thing to get you going, then the next thing to get you going, and you'll feel the difference. The difference is subtle, powerful, and profound. This speaks to everybody, no matter what your circumstances. Now we're up for the second part here, and to be able to ask the questions, what Debbie called the right questions. I'm going to be adding to these. We'll also add in a PDF here too that will help you with these. And I say choose one question here. These questions are designed with no emotional attachment, simply something you can ask of yourself when you're wanting to cut back and also fuel this flame as much as you can. For me, as I was going through my years, the question of, am I standing in my power or am I pleasing? Particularly when somebody asked something of me, it allowed me to go there in that moment and ask myself the question before I came out with the automatic yes, and then wondering what the hell I'd said on the other side. So there is one question: am I standing in my power or am I pleasing? Another one that's been brought to my attention, in fact, I'll give you two that's been brought to my attention of late: am I advocating for myself or am I advocating against? Big word, may tune in with you. If it doesn't, that's all good. Look for one that does. My son brought one up for me recently, and I love how I'm witnessing him seeing this in action, particularly as we all battle our ego, and our ego wants to get in the road right, left, and center. Am I showing or am I growing? Isn't that a cool one? Am I showing or am I growing? Again, whatever it is, if it is the opposite of what you want and it's going to diminish the candle, leave it be. Don't go there. You want to make choices throughout the day for you and that will impact others that simply have that fire roaring and roaring high to when you go to bed at night for as long as you can. And for the third and final part, we all need contrast. As painful as it is, contrast is everywhere in our world. The choices and contrast, I'm going to use those interchangeably. So contrast is the stuff that helps you and I choose the best choices for ourselves in that given moment. It might be something we don't want. We need that contrast to be able to help us discern, decipher what it is that we do want. The best choices for me are the ones that keep me moving forward and in harmony. And there are always enough good choices out there to choose from. The best choices for you are exactly the same. The one that keeps you moving forward and feeling like you're really trucking along. You know those times. You can remember back to them. These are the moments that we're wanting to bring back into play as regularly as we can every single day. It's time now. It's time now to fuel your fire. Reconnect with the simple things every day. Do everything you can to make this happen. This is your choice. No one can take the simple things away from you. Only you can. You and I have been built for these times. We have already lost enough. It's time to believe. And there is no dream out there that is too big. No challenge that is too great. Everything we want for our future is there within our reach. It's time to take hold of our mind, take time out for you every day, because you absolutely deserve this. Stay strong. Kia kaha.